Welcome everyone to Cardiff, Wales for Fnf presents Fury Road. The first major pay-per-view event of Fnf. And it is going to start off with a match spawning from the first week of FNF. Daphne Dangerously and Nikita Ventura. What began as a relatively typical Destiny Championship match to crown a vacant champion quickly turned into a lot of bad blood between these two, with Nikita Ventura utilizing Daphne's own finishing maneuver to deal damage to her. Daphne did ultimately come out victorious, but it was not without a lot of bad blood being there. We knew that we'd see them in the ring soon, but last week, Nikita Ventura, just 2 days ago in London, England, attacked Daphne before her match, and that is what has spawned this altercation. And Nikita Ventura looking a little different. Mighty Mouse no more. Nikita Ventura has ditched the aesthetic that brought her to the dance. She is now looking like she is out for blood. A form of Daphne Dangerously. Nikita Ventura in the ring. Will be interesting to see how violent this one gets. This is a grudge match to end all grudge matches, one born out of a Destiny Championship matchup, and now the battle begins. Daphne just pushed down by Nikita Ventura. And Nikita with a big gut buster to Daphne to start here. Just taking her down. And Daphne seeming like she's a little taken aback by this new attitude out of Nikita Ventura, but she is not going to let it take her down. You see Nikita favoring that knee with that big, giant knee brace on it. Definitely going to be a target point for Daphne Dangerously, you have to assume. Daphne thrown in the corner by Nikita, and now just hitting lots of knees in the corner there. Good Lord, talking some trash as well before throwing her down. Nikita Ventura is just taking Daphne to task in the opening moments of this matchup. The opening measures. Big overhead belly to belly by Daph. Takes down Nikita though and just boots her out of her own body there with that one. Good God, going for the powerbomb. No! Nikita Ventura countered it. Think of how many bombs that Nikita absorbed in their original match, and again using that knee brace to deal some extra damage. While it is her Achilles heel, it is also her golden sword that she is using to deal all the damage she needs to Nikita Ventura. And that may be the ultimate equalizer that she has, is that braced knee on her left leg. To say nothing of the rest of her arsenal, that may be what she needs to equal it up. And Daphne is just getting overwhelmed by Nikita Ventura in the opening portion. Now as we get into a little bit more of a striking exchange here by the two. Daphne though once again looking for a bomb, and once again Nikita has the counter. She knows how deadly those power bombs are as she kicks the leg out of her leg. Nikita knows exactly how painful those power bombs are, knows exactly how much damage Daphne Dangerously can do with them. And that is exactly what she wants to avoid. Daphne really has not gotten out of the starting blocks of this contest. She's gotten some shots as she is now. She's gotten a few maneuvers, but mostly it has been the Nikita Ventura party. Daphne finally gets the bomb. and picks her right back up into a Samoan drop, and Nikita landing like a sack of rocks. Back body drop from Ventura, or to Ventura, excuse me. And now T-bone suplex as well from Daphne dangerously. The fans out of their seats, and Nikita thrown into the barrier at ringside. Big backbreaker as well on the floor. This one has found itself. Knee lift there, and Nikita hurled into the barrier. And a knee lift as well. Nikita Ventura definitely not in the position she wants to be. Oh my goodness, a Liger bomb by Daphne dangerously. And in just about a minute on the outside, she has done more damage than Nikita did in 5 in the ring. That is how devastating this portion of the arena is. And the Welsh fans here in Cardiff absolutely loving this one. Good Lord, another backbreaker from Nikita Ventura. And now Nikita once again with that knee brace, and you could just hear Daphne scream in agony after getting nailed with that knee brace. Oh, good Lord, once again. Power bomb by Daphne dangerously. You can just feel the animosity here in Cardiff as Daphne throws Nikita to the side. Almost begging Nikita to get back in the ring, and that is why the punches from Ventura off the ropes. Oh, Nikita manages to reverse the pressure. Knee lift from dangerously right to Nikita Ventura. Daphne, though, grabbed by Ventura and tossed back to the apron. Forearm smash there by Ventura. Now just using the ropes to her advantage. Stunt rider stretch and pendulums Nikita Ventura in the ropes. A boot right in the face. Nikita's head clacking off the turnbuckle post. Daphne could have just sustained a concussion right there. My God, how will she even be able to continue this matchup? She is slammed down with the waistlock takeover. The boot from Nikita sending Daphne's head careening into the turnbuckle post. Absolutely brutal. But Daphne throwing Nikita all the way into the steel steps. And Daphne taking over now. Grabbing Nikita Ventura. Oh, good Lord. Power slam into the steps. Oh, my God. Nikita Ventura may need a matching back brace after this one is done. My God. Nikita Ventura just thrown by Daphne dangerously. As Daphne retakes control, clearly still a little shaken up, but this one has just been brutal. Knee lift into the lariat by dangerously on the floor. Daphne now grabbing Ventura. German suplex into the apron. Oh my God. Holy hell. CJ Wong may need to stop this one before it ends up being a funeral in Cardiff. Daphne getting back in the ring, not satisfied with how long Nikita was taking to get back in. Tried to go encourage her to get out a little quicker. Daphne grabbing her once again. T-bone suplex to Nikita Ventura. And Daphne maintains control even more. Daphne dangerously grabbing Nikita, but Nikita trapped her in the mighty mouse trap. That lariat to Daphne dangerously. Not quite enough. And Nikita staying on top of dangerously, attacking the arm. And a drop kick as well. My God. Oh no, not like this. This is devastating. The arm breaker to Daphne dangerously. Daff is back up though, runs in. Face breaker to Nikita. Runs in for the cover. Not quite. Nikita barely able to kick out at 2. Nikita Ventura back up. Daphne hooks her. Choke slam to Ventura, but she's not done yet. Hooks her up again. And Daphne not able to connect with the choke breaker. Nikita off the ropes. Mighty knees to Daphne dangerously. Daphne kicks out. And the fans here in Cardiff in shock and awe over the matchup we are seeing take place here tonight. Nikita with the kick. And again, another gut buster to Daphne dangerously. Just a kick in the stomach as well. Daphne, though, a dragon screw to that already clearly injured leg. And now a dragon screwdriver there from Nikita Ventura. Daphne just nailing her with that knee lift to the stomach. And a vertical suplex as well. Daphne not finished yet. Running power slam to Nikita Ventura. And now just the knee right to the nose. And Daphne just pulling on the face, raking the eyes of Nikita Ventura. She wants her to tap or she's going to rip her damn head off. Nikita manages to escape somehow. Pulling Daphne in for just a water face buster. Knee stinger there by Nikita Ventura and the double chop. This one does not show any signs of having a definitive conclusion thus far. As Daphne and Nikita just tear into one another. Daphne dangerously grabbing Nikita once again, and another T-bone suplex. Oh, good Lord. Liger bomb to Ventura. Went for the knee, but Nikita moved out of the way. Kicks the leg out for extra damage. And Nikita looking to put a bow on this one. Kick from Nikita. Mighty knees to dangerously. That has gotta do it, and it does. Nikita gets her win back over Daphne dangerously. That was absolutely hellacious. And if this is the new Nikita Ventura, then the locker room has just been put on notice. And as we get into our next contest here in Cardiff, we have got the Destiny Championship on the line. As Kumio Ishimoto, fresh off of a victory over Siobhan Palmer, finds herself in a position to become a 2-time Destiny champion. She takes on Mia Jones in a first-time matchup. Kumio Ishimoto with the best record in FNF and already a Destiny Championship to her name, has only lost 2 times here in FNF in singles competition. Golden Prodigy looking to add something new to the trophy case. finds herself back in Cardiff. Of course, it was at the last Fury Road event that she faced for the World's Championship against Fleur-Elise in a losing effort. So she definitely has a tenuous history here in Wales. Making her way down the aisle, Little Miss Armageddon, Mia Jones. Two-time Destiny champion. Last time she had this championship, she did not manage to get a successful defense. Looking to change that this time. Picked up the win over Nyla Rose. Now making her way down the aisle here in Cardiff to try and keep that championship around her waist. Mia Jones, definitely one to keep your eye on at all times. Some of the most brutal matches you'll ever see will be courtesy of Mia Jones and her penchant for arm-based offense. That's what it's all about right there. The first of 4 title matches on the evening. Mia Jones and Kumio Ishimoto. CJ Wong, for the first of many times tonight, holds that championship above his head. And Mia trying to start off against Kumio, but Kumio so fast, so good at striking. Kumio managing to reverse against Mia Jones and nails a vicious DDT to the back of the head. This could be the one win that Mia Jones really needs to solidify herself and her spot in FNF. Despite being a former Destiny champion and having some big wins over some incredible competition, she's always been at that secondary level heat seeker to Kumio Ishimoto. And you've got Ishimoto, of course, the best record in FNF, having only lost 2 times. Kumio definitely not a bad one to have on your winning resume. Kumio Ishimoto with a big knee lift out of the vertical lift to Mia Jones. Front flipping lariat there by Jones as well. Mia now already going to the arm of Kumio Ishimoto there. Just targeting it, knowing exactly what she has in mind to lock in that wing clipper. Though going to this camel clutch that we saw her tap out Nyla Rose with definitely isn't a bad start either. Trip up from Ishimoto though. She is not going to get taken down that easy. Big ripcord forearm smash there as well. And now the Bombaye to Mia Jones, grabbing Mia by the arms and just indiscriminately stomping the pectoral region of Jones, now laying in the knees. Now up to her feet. Mia connects once again with the front flipping lariat to Kumio Ishimoto. Kumio grabs Mia, but Mia quickly escaping that predicament. Now just going in with the shots. Kumio Ishimoto, FNF's best pure striker. She drops Mia Jones on the top rope with that hangman. Up to the top rope she goes. And Kumio tried to take her down, but got caught with the seated senton as a receipt. Only a 1 count But a hellacious landing for Ishimoto there. Ishimoto trying to get back into this one with a couple of forearms and a sling blade as well. Ishimoto going for the cover. Mia Jones nearly put down, but managed to kick out. Kumiyo just booting Mia in the back of the head. Now up to the top rope she goes. But Kumiyo, the smarts getting into play as she thinks better of it. Kicks and chops, puts Mia on the ropes. Very back and forth this one. Oh, what is this? Good Lord. Inverted Alabama slammer from Ishimoto. Good Lord. And now just stomping on her head, clattering against the ring mat. This has been a very technical matchup here tonight between these two. The pure strikes of Kumiyo Ishimoto versus the limb work of Mia Jones. Ishimoto has come out on top for most of this matchup, kicking the leg out for the DDT, spiking her. Mia Jones, though, now in a defensive position. She gets nailed with those knees once again to the pectoral region and the stomps as well. Ishimoto targeting the midsection profusely. Mia now absorbs that kick from Ishimoto, but she is still proving that she's in it. It is not a one-sided affair, no matter how much it may seem like it at the moment. Ishimoto grabbing her. Oh, good Lord. Cradle pile driver to Mia Jones. Went for the snapmare. Mia fights back into it. Out of nowhere, she's got it. Wing clipper locked in on Ishimoto out of nowhere, but she has not had the opportunity to target the arms near as much as she wanted to, and Ishimoto quickly escaped that one. That may be the reinvigoration that Mia Jones needed as she hits that half and half suplex right on the dome piece. That's incredible, that pile driver to Ishimoto. And Mia Jones rallying here, trying desperately to get back into it. The view from halfway down is an elbow for Ishimoto. And now Little Miss Armageddon trying to do what she does best and target the arms. And now rarely going to the leg, but paying off with that dragon screw. Mia Jones with the springboard back elbow. Mia up to the top rope. Rare territory for her as the Heat Seeker connects off the top. And Ishimoto kicks out. Ishimoto with a kick right to the head, though, may prove to get her back into this one. The leg sweep as well. Ishimoto thrown over the top rope by Mia Jones as this one spills to the floor. Ishimoto definitely favored on the floor here. More room to deal these strikes to Mia Jones. Maybe not the best strategy for Mia Jones, and now Kumiyo giving Mia a taste of her own medicine with these stomps. The Cardiff crowd firmly behind Ishimoto here. Mia is grabbed by Kumiyo, but Kumiyo can't decide where to throw her. Into the apron is what she determines to be the best landing spot. As now Ishimoto throws Jones back into the ring, and that is how you regain control in a match like this. The Golden Prodigy countered by Jones with a dragon screw. And once again, back to the arms of Kumiyo, but Mia has not been able to go on a run of arm-based offense like she is against most opponents. Kumiyo almost always able to counter pretty early into the run. Kumiho, though, look at these strikes, that back elbow, and the knee lift as well. Ishimoto so resilient. Ripcord bicycle knee lays me at rest. And that is not going to seal it for Ishimoto quite yet, but it does swing the pendulum back in her favor. It's been a very back and forth, counter-intensive matchup. And now Ishimoto grabbing her up with the foot for the spinning kick. Off with her head, and Ishimoto regains the Destiny Championship. Kumiho Ishimoto back to her fantastic form as she once again finds herself with the Destiny Championship in her grasp. And as we get into our next contest, we have got the Tag Team Championships of the World on the line. Yin and Yang put out the call to any tag team in the back who wanted a shot at the World's Tag Team Championships, and it was almost immediately answered by two women who have absolutely wanted the opportunity to be great for a long time. Ela Pearson and Kari Rose. Thorns pierce skin. Kari Rose and Ela Pearson have had some flashes of brilliance, but have never won championships before. This could be their opportunity of a lifetime. But it all starts here tonight if they can defeat the tag team champions of Akane Tsuji and Elise Miller, Yin and Yang. Ela and Kari could look to start a new era here tonight. And now Elise Miller and Akane Tsuji make their way down the ring. The perennial tag team of FNF by a wide margin. There have been few teams throughout the history of FNF who have been as synonymous with the tag team championships as these two. And they look to continue that going forward with another successful defense under their belts. Few women are as emblematic of tag team wrestling as Akane Tsuji and Elise Miller. That right there is what it's all about at the end of the night here in Cardiff. Who will be able to walk away with tag team gold over their shoulders? Let's get into this one. One fall to a finish. It's got to take place in the ring. Big DDT by Elise Miller as Ela Pearson slams Akane Tsuji down. And Elise with a skull tap as well. Huge toss there by Ela Pearson. Absolutely the biggest woman in the ring. Kari managing to fight back against Elise Miller there. In the corner she is thrown. Kari Rose trying to take her down. Big kick and oh my god, the power by Akane Tsuji with that Alabama slammer. And now Yin and Yang in control, but Thorn's Pierce Skin may look to change that, but Akane Tsuji taking down Ela Pearson. Huge diving splash there by Kari Rose. Kari back to her feet, and look at this Pescado into a backstabber. That's some incredibly impressive offense by Rose. Akane, though, picking up Ela as Elise Miller hits the Matrix Revolutions on Rose. And Akane Tsuji just showing off here with this power on Ela Pearson, but it does come to bite her as Elise grabs a baseball bat, and now all four ladies out of the ring. Huge slam there, and Ela Pearson pulling out a ladder as Kari Rose goes to town on Elise Miller with that baseball bat that she introduced. Ela in the ring, even letting Akane get back in, very courteous there. And now Elise Miller nailing Kari with the baseball bat. Oh, good lord. Ela teetering over Occam's ladder, just throws her head, barely missing the ladder there. As Elise Miller's thrown into the steps at ringside. Big power slam by Ela Pearson in the ring. And Kari thrown into the steps now. And look at the power by Pearson. Big military press slam. And Kari Rose now put on the barrier by Elise Miller and hits the knee lift again with that Alabama slammer from Akane Tsuji. As Elise Miller grabs the ladder, placing it in the corner. Both members of Yin and Yang looking to double team Ela Pearson perhaps. But Kari back in the ring meets eye to eye with Elise Miller. Just slamming her in the corner. To the other side as Akane Tsuji procures another ladder. Oh no, this isn't going to end well. Taking down Ela with it. What does Akane Tsuji have in mind with that ladder standing up in the ring? This is not a ladder match. As Kari Rose takes down Elise Miller, and Akane not too best pleased with that. Grabs her and hits the inverted Alabama slammer. Oh, good lord. Fuckbuster to Elise Miller. And now Thorn's Pierce Skin back in control. Oh, the Tiger Driver 2022. And the Widow's Peak from Kari Rose. And now a Rana to Ela. A double stomp from Kari. Big Cazador into a stunner from Elise Miller to Ela Pearson. Uraken to Ela there. Another Cazadora into a stunner. Kari has a big gut buster for Akane Tsuji. Now a big face buster from Kari Rose as Thorn's Pierce Skin back into it. Big knee lift. And Akane sent to the floor as Ela has a pin here on Elise Miller, but not quite enough to get it done. Keep your eyes on Kari Rose. Diving double stomp, but not able to connect. Big suplex there by Akane Tsuji. And now grabbing a Singapore cane as they continue to do battle on the floor. And now Elise back in the ring, the only one in the ring, and kicking Ela Pearson. Both members of Yin and Yang in the ring as Thorns Pierce Skin get in like a pack of jackals. Kari sent right back out, and look at that. In the face there. As Elise takes down Ela Pearson. Up to the top rope she goes. Diving leg drop, but nobody home. Ela Pearson has her up. Power bomb stacking up Elise. No, not quite enough for Thorns Pierce Skin to get the win. Oh, good Lord. Kari Rose just power bombing Akane Tsuji on the barrier at ringside. And Elise Miller now taking it to Ela Pearson. And a chair introduced by Akane Tsuji and used on Kari Rose here. Kari back in and nails a twisting headbutt. Houston hangover to Ela Pearson. Will Kari be able to get in for the breakup? Two, not quite. Kari saw Ela kick out and got back out of the ring, but that nearly cost him the match. Leg sweep. Kaipora leg drop by Elise Miller. Now back up to the top again. Houston hangover to Ela Pearson. Kari's going to have to get in for the break. I don't know if she hears the pin. And Yin and Yang get the win. Yin and Yang pick up the win over Thorns Pierce Skin in a hellacious matchup. And once again, the best tag team in women's wrestling today, maybe all wrestling, gets the win. And as we get into our next matchup, another title match set up as Morgan Knight, the newcomer, with a successful debut against AJ Carter, takes on the Legacy champion Max the Impaler. Morgan Knight, they were incredibly impressive in their debut, but this could be one of the fastest rises we've seen in some time if they can manage to capture the Legacy Championship. Morgan Knight could definitely do with a championship victory, as there is no greater way I can think of to truly make yourself known here in FNF than by beating the near undefeated Max the Impaler. Knight cutting an imposing silhouette, but ultimately nowhere near as imposing as the one that Max the Impaler with the Sinister Minister may cut. And here he is, the Devil's Advocate, the Sinister Minister, James Mitchell, makes his way out and summons the beast incarnate, Max the Impaler. Max the Impaler makes their way down the aisle, putting their Legacy Championship on the line against Morgan Knight here in Cardiff. It's definitely going to be a hard-hitting affair, a clash of styles. Max the Impaler slowly stalking their way into the ring. Trying to contain the beast that is themselves. James Mitchell, you can see, taking a firm stance back, desperately wanting to avoid being near Max the Impaler. And I can't exactly blame him. That right there, the third championship on the line here tonight at FNF presents Fury Road. Max the Impaler holding the championship high. This will be their first defense of the championship against Morgan Knight. And Morgan going right to Max the Impaler, clearly not intimidated in the least. Morgan just laying into Max the Impaler, but Max giving it right back. Morgan Knight in a cradle position, but manages to get out of the way. Springboard dropkick flawlessly executed there. Now Morgan picking up Max the Impaler and already dealing a good deal of damage to Max in the early goings of this matchup. Big chop and now back into it. Clattering in and just a kick and taking against the leg, using the ropes and Max's lack of knee pads to deal some extra damage to that leg. Stomp to the arm of Max the Impaler. Big vertical suplex here by Max and just some nonchalant power. And a huge delay drop. Takes down Morgan Knight, laying in the boots is Max the Impaler. The non-binary Nightmare taking on Morgan Knight and doing some incredible damage, but Morgan going to the top rope. That's a far jump to make. Morgan not intimidated. Diving elbow, but Max moves out of the way. They are not gonna feel good after that one or that one. That's a big slam to the floor. Good God. That's a career shortener, and Max the Impaler, that name could apply to them as well. Max the Impaler kicking Morgan Knight in the head and going to work once again. This one has just been a slugfest of the highest degree. Big slam and Morgan's head hitting the barrier at ringside. And Morgan wants it to get back in the ring. That's the only place this one is going to conclude. Morgan Knight with a kick. And that huge move, we saw them hit it before. The Hell Spiral onto Max the Impaler nearly gets the win. Morgan countered by Max the Impaler with that gut wrench suplex, and Max goes up to the top rope now. At Sinister Minister's behest, the body splash from Max the Impaler. Only gets 2. And Max the Impaler now locking Morgan Knight in a chin lock. But Morgan not going to submit that easily. Max grabbing Morgan. Alabama Slammer to Morgan Knight. Went for the big bomb IA, but nobody home. Morgan had the counter for it, up and over Max's scent. And Morgan right after him with that senton Atomico. Absolutely incredible. Now just targeting the arms of Max the Impaler is Morgan Knight. Morgan has done a fantastic job of having answers for Max the Impaler, but a back body drop there takes Morgan down. And now just whooshing Morgan Knight to the other side of the arena here in Cardiff. Morgan, though, has the counter there. Big back elbow and the chops to Max the Impaler by Morgan Knight. Could be looking for a tiger suplex. Noah rolling unprettier on the floor. But Morgan taken down by Max there. Big knee lift from Morgan Knight, but Max just taking him down. With that punch to the back of the head, Morgan back to their feet, as is Max, and the strikes continue. And Max on the barrier at ringside. Look at the strength, managing to drop Max into the barrier. Now just clattering Max with these punches is Morgan Knight. Big knee lift, and Morgan right there with that ripcord knee as well. Sending Max head first into the turnbuckle post. Morgan has been in top form here tonight, but Max the Impaler so incredibly hard hitting. You can hear the Sinister Minister saying, take him back in the ring. Don't get distracted from your goal. Morgan posted up by Max the Impaler. Vicious suplex on the floor. And now just laying it in, and a toss into the turnbuckle post. Good Lord. Max the Impaler indomitable against Morgan Knight. Running them into the barrier at ringside. Unadulterated brutality by Max the Impaler, nearly throwing Morgan into the front row. That would have been a VIP experience for sure. Good God. These two have been on the outside for a considerable portion of this match, and Max seems determined to send Morgan into the ringside area. Getting a little closer each time. They need to get back in. Tornado kick, nobody home. Super kick by Max the Impaler. This one needs to get back in the ring to finish. But Max the Impaler just focused on doing damage to Morgan Knight. Even if they win, Morgan may not even be able to wrestle next week on FNF. Same could apply to Max the Impaler. Oh, good Lord. Gourd Buster GDS from Morgan Knight. Morgan back in the ring. And now just decimating. Morgan capturing. Looking for watch your step to hell. Now rolling over Max the Impaler. Not quite. Max managing to kick out. Oh, looking for it a second time. Watch your step to hell from Morgan Knight. And is that going to do it? That's the cover from Morgan Knight to win the Legacy Championship. And this newcomer establishing themselves as one to look out for as they win the Legacy Championship. A big win for Morgan Knight in just their second match to move into the next contest. And as we get into our next match, it is a match born out of mutual hatred as certified lover boy Selena Adams takes on Siobhan Palmer. These two had a backstage altercation and then had a tag team matchup with LGBTKO and Flawless. Flawless got the win that night, LGBTKO got the win, and then LGBTKO got some revenge over Flawless when Kumio Ishimoto picked up the win over Siobhan Palmer just 2 days ago in London. So now it's time to see if Selena Adams can pick up the win over one woman that she has had some issues with recently. Siobhan Palmer not out here from Flawless. This is the Siobhan Palmer that is the crown jewel of British pro wrestling. The unification of the family trees of the Clarks, the Smiths, and the Palmers, who made wrestling what it is in England and in the UK throughout the 90s and early 2000s. She is the final form of that. Siobhan Palmer looking to knock Selena Adams down a peg, knock her off her pedestal. These two have had so many issues with one another. And now Selena starting off against Siobhan Palmer with a big DDT. And a big boy senton as well. And Selena starting off strong against Siobhan, just throwing her to the side. Single underhook into a brainbuster by Siobhan Palmer and the corkscrew moonsault to boot. Siobhan grabbing Selena. Big face breaker there by Palmer. Up to the top rope she goes. Corkscrew moonsault, the tornillo from Siobhan Palmer there. And nearly got the win over Selena. Springboard moonsault and again goes for the cover. Just trying to outpace Selena Adams. The certified lover boy definitely getting a little bit outclassed in the early portion, but Siobhan Palmer done with the flipping and the flying. She's ready to start dealing some damage, and she's got a sledgehammer to do just that. Selena taken down, but right back up, disarms her. This is, of course, a grudge match. Anything goes. Pile driver by Adams. Anything is legal here in this grudge match. The referee's only there to call it off when it's done. And Selena grabbing a table and nailing Siobhan Palmer with it. Big smack in the face as well. Palmer just taking Selena back, and oh good lord, brainbuster on the floor. Holy hell. Selena Adams nailed viciously with that brainbuster, and Siobhan re-grabbing the sledgehammer and nailing Selena with it again. Selena back to her feet, runs in and just pump kicks her to hell, and now she's got the sledgehammer and nails Siobhan with it. Siobhan back up and manages to take it out of Selena's hands there. And this one has already gotten ugly as Selena throwing Siobhan back in the ring. Selena taking the long way to get back in. Runs in, went for a lariat, nobody home. Springboard drop kick from Siobhan Palmer. And Selena put on the ropes by Siobhan. Off the ropes, big back roll. And look at the athleticism from Palmer. And another gorgeous drop kick to boot. Runs in for the cover on Adams. And that's not quite enough to put it down. And a kick in the stomach. Palmer looking for a taxia onto Selena Adams. And that's not all she's looking for. Hooks her up, but Selena counters with a short arm lariat. And she's looking to head back under the ring. Procuring a baseball bat, but it may not matter. Big inverted slam from Palmer. And she looks like she wants that sledgehammer back. Oh, to the back of Selena's head. Good God, that's brutal. Selena, though, managing to get back to her feet. Big slam on the handle of the sledgehammer. Selena heading back in. Siobhan has been unafraid to deal with these devastating weapon shots. Brain breaker from Selena Adams. And she's heading back out once again. What else is even under there? A Singapore cane. Siobhan with a German suplex. And now Siobhan back against Selena Adams. Selena Adams just getting taken to task by Siobhan Palmer in this one. Selena, though, being picked up now by Siobhan Palmer. Sunset split. Not normally how Selena likes legs over her head. But Selena back to her feet. Rolls out of the way of the Cazadora. She looks like she even surprised herself there. Like she wasn't quite expecting that one. Tiger Driver 2022 from Adams. And Palmer kicks out of the Tiger Driver 2022 by Selena Adams. Selena with the lariat. And the fans getting behind Selena Adams here. They love the master of the Tiger Driver 2022. Those are up and over out of the ring. And Selena back up, this time caught with the Cazadora by Siobhan. But Selena grabs her once again. Huge power bomb to Palmer on the floor, no less. Back in the ring, Adams heads, and she has her eyes set on that Singapore cane. This doesn't end well for Siobhan. Good Lord, Selena Adams breaking that Singapore cane over Siobhan's flesh. Big drop kick, but nobody home. Selena pushed off by Palmer. Siobhan Palmer and Selena Adams just dealing damage to one another. Oh, Siobhan hit her jaw on the ring apron. That may have been an accident, but it could be an opening for Adams. Back in the ring she goes. And Siobhan looking for more implements under the ring. She has a chair now. They're about to run out of stuff under there, I have to think. As now Siobhan places the chair in the corner and just a smack in the face. Selena throwing Siobhan to the other side of the ring. Up top now she goes. Oh, and Siobhan pushed her away. Selena was looking for something big there, but not able to get it. Siobhan blocked off by Selena. And Selena Adams now with a half and half suplex to Siobhan Palmer. Siobhan Palmer picked up by Selena Adams. Lariats her head off there. Very interesting offense by Adams as she now grabs the chair. Or tossing it down. What does she have in mind with that? Thinking to go for the pin instead. And not quite enough. Took a little too long to decide to go for the cover there, did Selena Adams. Selena grabbing Palmer now. Throwing her back in the corner. Up to the top rope she goes. And again pushed off by Siobhan. Siobhan with the kick. Up on the shoulders. Royal flush from Siobhan Palmer. And no, that does not seal it. Selena still alive. Somehow, some way stays alive. Kick is caught by Selena. Backflips her out. Final flash. And Selena throwing Siobhan into the corner. Big kick, and Selena's got one thing in mind. The fans on their feet, and it's a Bronco Buster to Siobhan Palmer. That could do it right there. Selena gets the win. A hellacious match leads to a certified victory. What a match. And as we get into our next matchup, a match born out of a respect or a lack thereof, as Cassidy Clark looks to take on Estrella Elite. Estrella Elite feels like she was disrespected by Cassidy Clark, pushed aside in the three-way matchup to determine who would be the undisputed FNF World's Champion. The winner ended up being Fleur Elise, but Estrella Elite had a hell of an interaction with Cassidy Clark in that matchup, and that on top of some backstage altercations that we have heard about on .com have told us one thing, and that is that these two do not respect one another, not one bit. Now making her way down the aisle, the face, the ace, the owner. Not quite a hometown hero here in Cardiff, but just a short jaunt away, Cassidy Clark. Cassidy Clark is one to keep an eye on. Always the original FNF World's Champion. The one who is often considered to be the fan favorite, though here recently she has absolutely been having some detractors waylaid against her. Some people saying that Cassidy Clark unwilling to accept the future, unwilling to step out of the way when someone else has an opportunity at greatness. And a huge thrust kick from Estrella Elite, and a corkscrew shooting star press immediately. Estrella starting off incredibly offensive on Cassidy Clark. Up to the top as well. King Kong knee drop from Elite. This could be the most incredible moment, but Cassidy kicks out. Estrella Elite just hitting Cassidy with some of her best offense immediately, and a bottom rope moonsault to boot. Taking no prisoners, Kame Goye as well. But a kick out at one that time by Cassidy Clark. Going for it a second time, and again connects with the Kame Goye. And Estrella is just clearly frustrated. As I said, it's no secret that these two have no respect, no love lost for one another. But Cassidy didn't quite understand it, but I think I get it. There's no respect here because Estrella's always been passed up for Cassidy Clark. Doesn't matter where they've been. Cassidy goes in for the lateral, but Estrella out at 0. And Cassidy with a running arm bulldog there to Estrella Elite. This isn't about championships. This isn't about prestige as she locks in the stretch plum, but Estrella almost immediately escapes it and just punches her right in the mouth. This is just about pure animosity and hatred. Tiger driver by Clark. Up to the top rope. And a King Kong to Estrella. The disrespect from Cassidy Clark continues. There is no love lost between these two, obviously, but there's also clearly not even a professional respect. Cassidy has nothing good to say about Estrella Elite, nothing to say about her numerous accolades. The fact that she's a household name in Japan clearly doesn't mean anything to someone who claims to be a historian of Japanese wrestling. As Cassidy locks in this Fujiwara armbar with the hammerlock, Estrella not wanting to submit and shoulder rolls to get out of it. Big back chop and just the smacks in the face for a huge Gamengiri. This has just been mystifying to watch. Estrella with the swanton to Clark comes crashing down hard. But Clark kicks out at 2. Estrella trying to stay on her, but Clark managing to get out of the way and nailing a body splash to the back as well. And the Nightfall is countered by Elite. And the huge jumping cutter there from Estrella as well. This one has just been very back and forth, hard-hitting moves only. Big knee drop there to Clark. And now just pulling back on the arm. And again back to the knee. It looks like he's trying to break Cassidy's nose or something. TNA kick. Shining Wizard from Estrella Elite. And she goes in for the cover again. But again, Cassidy kicks out. Not giving in to Estrella's best offense. She's back to the top again. King Kong, and Cassidy moved out of the way and pounces into the punches to the head of Estrella Elite. The rock into the face and the snap jabs. Tiger suplex and hooks it. Nearly gets it done, but not quite able to. Springboard splash once again by Clark. And now maybe just trying to break the arm of Estrella Elite here. Went for the kick, and Estrella countered with a rolling knee to the leg. Cassidy back up, ripcord into a PK right to the face. And Cassidy Clark looking for it, and she's got the stretch plumb in once again. And Estrella may have no choice, pulling back on the arm. But Estrella survives, or did Cassidy let her go? Does she want to pin Estrella? Not even content with tapping her out, but Estrella still kicks out. Cassidy should have went for the tap out victory. But now a drop kick to the shoulder of Estrella Elite, and she goes back to the targeting of the arm. She is going to break Estrella's arm if she is not get the win or the result that she wants, tossing Estrella out of the ring. And the Clark specialty, a drop kick laid in by Cassidy, and a shooting star to the floor. My God, Cassidy Clark is unhinged right now, and the fans are letting her know how they feel about it. I have never heard such loud boos for Cassidy Clark in my entire life. The woman who saved Fnf from going out of business, the woman who was the face and the franchise, is getting booed by her own people, and they are cheering for Estrella Elite, now trying to get back into it. This is not a split reaction. The fans are firmly against Cassidy Clark, and it is Estrella Elite fighting in their honor, as it is Cassidy Clark versus the world right now. Estrella putting Cassidy back in the ring, and Cassidy, nightfall to Estrella out of the leg trap position, and then properly Estrella moves out of the way. Oh, good Lord. Tiger suplex into the corner from Elite. And the fans want Estrella to win so badly over Cassidy Clark, to overcome her greatest enemy, Shining Wizard, to Clark. And Estrella just 1 second away from greatness off of that Shining Wizard. She knows what she has to do. She's 1 for 2 with them in this match. King Kong knee drop from Estrella Elite. And it's enough to get it done. Cassidy falls to Estrella Elite. She got it done, and she did it right. The people here have embraced Estrella Elite. And as we get into our next matchup, it is time for a match that I'm not going to enjoy being a part of. Jamie Hayter takes on Lazara Morgan in a matchup that was specifically requested by Lazara Morgan. She wants a piece of Jamie Hayter, the woman who kept her from the first episode of FNF, taking her out backstage, nearly re-aggravating her wrist injury, which has plagued her at multiple points during her career. And Lazara Morgan has said, I want you in a cage so you cannot run. The only way it's going to end here tonight is when the referee, CJ Wong, calls it. The only way that it ends here tonight is when one of these women is forced by the referee to act within their own safety. And I can guarantee you all, that neither woman will walk away unscathed. Neither woman will walk away without a hellacious amount of damage done to them. The lesbians trying to will on Lazara Morgan here tonight. That will definitely help her, I have to presume, but against someone as devastating as Jamie Hayter in a match that this isn't about wrestling. This isn't even really about combat sports. This is just about bloodshed and brutality between two people who hate one another. Jamie Hayter sent by proxy by Lazara's brother Dean Morgan to harm her. The cage is at the center of the ring, and Jamie starting off with a painmaker to Lazara Morgan already. She just wants to put her down, but Lazara fighting up that fighting spirit. German suplex to Jamie Hayter. Lazara grabbing Jamie for that neck breaker there. Connecting beautifully. And a step up enziguri as well from Lazara Morgan to Jamie Hayter. Laz grabbing Jamie now. And Jamie pushes her off. Spine buster from Hayter. And just kicking Laz in the back. Jamie Hayter has made Lazara's life a living hell, and Laz finally getting to come out here in Cardiff to try and do something about it, but Jamie is just wrecking shop right now, hammering her in the face. And a big lariat is countered by Lazara. She grabs Jamie and hits a neck breaker. Lazara grabbing Jamie Hayter and just hitting a side slam on her. And now Lazara trying to deal some damage to Jamie Hayter. The devastating bow and arrow hold applied to Jamie, but not able to get much with it. Tosses her into the cage, went for a flying elbow, but just got taken down by Jamie. And Lazara laying into Hayter here. And the fans are losing their mind seeing Jamie just getting wrecked right now by Lazara Morgan. Oh, good Lord, look at this. Springing off the cage for the kiss the floor to Jamie Hayter. Lazara Morgan implementing a new variation of her famous move. And now putting her on the ropes. Cold shoulder to Hayter. But Hayter managing to fight back to a knee. Lazara fighting Hayter off now. And just laying into her. Just beating some sense into Jamie Hayter. This is what the fans want to see, is Jamie get her comeuppance. Jamie the hired gun by Dean Morgan. Lazara's ultimate antagonist. Once again, this bow and arrow hold applied. And Lazara letting it go that time, not satisfied with the damage she has done to Jamie Hayter. Marrow salt, but she got too fancy and Hayter made her pay. Hayter hits hard and proving just that, dropping Lazara onto the top rope. Now just strangulating Lazara Morgan. And Lazara reversing the pressure on Jamie Hayter. But staying on top of her. Desperate to try and just get some modicum of offense. I don't even think Lazara cares about winning. All she cares about is just giving Jamie Hayter what she deserves. for trying to end Lazara's career. Big back body drop there by Jamie Hayter. And now just taking her down. Jamie Hayter trying to re-break the wrist of Lazara Morgan. Of course, that's what kept her from the first ever FNF show. A broken left hand. The southpaw was not medically cleared, and Jamie Hayter looks like she wants to re-break it. That's heartless. I don't care about the differences between M&A and anything else. That's another human being. Went for the pro-lariat, but didn't matter. The gut buster. Big boy senton from Hayter. Jamie is taking this referee stoppage very seriously. Big backbreaker to Lazara Morgan. And Jamie is just having her way with Lazara Morgan right now. Just absolutely decimating her in there. Goes for the stomp in the corner. Lazara can't even defend herself right now. The ref can call this off at any time, but he may have to call it off sooner than many of us want. Lazara, though, trying desperately to stay in this one. Oh, good Lord. Gory bomb! Snake eyes from Lazara Morgan. My God. I have never seen that before, but Hayter doesn't care. The Painmaker from Hayter. And the camel clutch is locked in on Lazara Morgan. And it's all up to CJ Wong. Will he call this for Lazara's own sake? He didn't opt to. Lazara, you could even hear her saying no and shaking her hand or her head. Jamie Hayter, what are you doing? Body splash to Morgan. Morgan fighting her off. Lazara back up some way, somehow. Vertical suplex from Lazara Morgan. And the double stomp once again, the kicks. Jamie back up though. Jamie, vertical suplex of her own. And the knee to the side of the head as well. Jamie Hayter is just decimating Lazara in here, trying to strangulate her now, trying to take her breath away. Lariat from Lazara. Jamie's back up. Lazara feeding off the energy of her lesbians. Cold shoulder from Lazara to Hayter. Muda lock locked in on Jamie Hayter. She's trying to bite the fingers, but Lazara doesn't care, and Hayter taps out. Lazara Morgan gets the win. Lazara cutting through the pain of the damaged wrist, of everything that Hayter did to her, and gets her win. And as we get into our main event here in Cardiff, we have got Dark Starlight Kid, the undefeated, taking on Fleur-Elise. Dark Starlight Kid earned this opportunity just 2 nights ago in London, picking up the win against Kaylee Mercer and Natty Neptune in a hellacious match with that 180 turn frog splash, which has quickly become maybe the most devastating move in FNF today. It's hard to think of any more that have led to as much immediate success. Dark Starlight Kid, definitely an incredible professional wrestler in every sense of the word. But will she be able to put it all together and win the FNF World's Championship here tonight? This is our 4th title match, and we've only seen one retention in the form of the Tag Team Championships. So could it be a proper changing of the guard here in FNF? Here she is, the Beethoven General, representing Morgan and Associates. A few weeks ago, she finally proved to the world that she could beat Cassidy Clark in a legitimate sporting contest at any point. She just didn't need to up until then. And she makes her way down the aisle as the FNF World's Champion. An absolute specimen of professional wrestling is Fleur Elise, a student of the game, a walking symphony of destruction. And to many, this may seem like a foregone conclusion. Fleur Elise has an incredible winning record here in FNF, is the world's champion, and has a size advantage over Dark Starlight Kid. But it's worth pointing out that these two have never faced before in any capacity. Dark Starlight Kid coming off of a lot of momentum. Definitely with a lot of eyes on her as well. That right there is what it is all about, what they are fighting for here tonight. And at the end of the night, one of these two ladies will have their hands raised. Will it be the Tokyo-born Dark Starlight Kid? Or will it be the champion of champions, Fleur Elise? Dean Morgan is watching this one with bated breath backstage. Of course, it's no secret he tried to sign Dark Starlight Kid to his ranks, and he was unsuccessful. Fleur Elise may want to make her pay for that slight. CJ Wong holding the belt above his head. Let's do this. And Fleur starting off with the bittersweet symphony to DSK. That could be a quick end to this one. But Dark Starlight Kid survives. That right there is what Fleur brings to the table in every match she has, is just explosive, out of nowhere decimation. Big slam down by Fleur there, and a huge knee lift as well. As now, Dark Starlight Kid shot over the top rope by Fleur Elise. And a huge uppercut as well there to DSK, and a German on the floor. And this has already been all Fleur Elise in the opening contest, the opening measures. But a tiger suplex on the floor is a hell of a way to establish yourself in this one. Dark Starlight Kid used to being the smallest woman in any match, only 94 pounds. So absolutely not a powerhouse, but she has some incredible resilience. Fleur just whooshing her back into the ring, and the Cardiff crowd giving her a negative reaction already. They are not liking what they see from Fleur Elise as she just hammers in these knees. This has been a mugging thus far in this match, and the big sit as well. As Fleur just lays in the punches onto DSK. Starlight Kid not in a good spot. She is barely even gotten out of the opening measures of this one. And a jackhammer from Elise. Went for the big sit again, but DSK finally gets out of the way of that one. Dark Starlight Kid needs to do something big here. But Fleur gonna make her pay for her hesitation. Fleur Elise with a huge uppercut to Dark Starlight Kid and throws her back out of the ring. Celebrating, and she hasn't even won yet, but with how this one is gone, I can't say I really blame her. Dark Starlight Kid caught with a hellacious power slam as Fleur Elise tries to maintain her control, but Dark Starlight Kid desperate to get back in the ring. Now even taunting Fleur on her way back in. Slams Elise into the corner up to the top rope. What does she have in mind here? Fleur Elise hit with the Spanish fly by Dark Starlight Kid off the top. And nearly got the win with just one big move. That right there just goes to show how resilient Fleur Elise is. On anyone else, and I mean anyone else, that would have been the finish. And out at one off the moonsault. Dark Starlight Kid, though, that could be the rally she needs to get back into this. Running drop kick, but not able to connect. Fleur Elise now hung up by Starlight Kid, but it doesn't matter. Starlight Kid grabbed by Fleur and Snake Eyes her down, and the big sit connects once again. The bonsai drop. Fleur Elise just hammering in on Dark Starlight Kid. This has just been a mugging. Fleur Elise using her superior size to just tear Dark Starlight Kid apart. Spins her around. Oh, backflip out of the attempted German. Fleur looks like she's seen a ghost. Lariat from DSK and another one. Thrust kick from Starlight Kid. That could do it. No, Fleur kicking out at 2. Dark Starlight Kid has managed to hit a couple of big moves on Fleur and get some near falls. Dark Starlight Kid tries to keep her down, but Fleur just quickly regains control in a way that only Fleur Elise can. Yokozuka cutter from Fleur Elise. And that may just... No! Dark Starlight Kid kicking out of the Yokozuka cutter. And Fleur just laying in the punches to the left side of the Starlight Kid's face. Starlight Kid back up. Goes for the Gamengiri, but nobody home. Eats a rising hand chop and another one as well. Kick to the leg of Fleur Elise. Dark Starlight Kid is firing on all cylinders, but she may have just suffered a little too much damage for it to matter at this point. She's going to keep fighting with everything she's got, trying to damage the arm of Fleur Elise, but she's back up. And a huge chop, and a Juji Katoki as well. Oh, this is how she set up for the victory in the three-way. Looking for the Tiger. Fate kick! And she could have Fleur there, but she's going up top. 180 turn frog splash to Fleur Elise, new champion maybe. Oh my God! Fleur kicks out. I thought that was it, and I think everyone else in Cardiff did too. Fleur kicking out at the last second. But the drop kick, Starlight Kid cannot afford to waste a moment against Fleur Elise. She has got her down. She's got her nearly taken out. Fleur sent up and over. Starlight Kid looks like she was going to dive on her, but just taking a moment of reprieve. Starlight Kid not intimidated by Fleur Elise. Dark Starlight Kid now going after her, and Fleur snatches her up into a vicious Uranagi. Almost lost grip of her, she turned so fast. Good Lord. Sweeps the leg there, does Dark Starlight Kid. but Fleur getting right back into it and now just laying in the shots. Dark Starlight Kid throwing Fleur back in the ring though. She has managed to get Fleur back into a position where she may be able to get the win, but the moonsault, she went for too much offense, too high, and she left herself wide open for the Bittersweet Symphony. And that's done. No! Dark Starlight Kid manages to kick out at 2. But Fleur Elise, a dragon sleeper, cinching it in deeply on DSK. And she taps out. Fleur Elise retains the championship here in Cardiff. And a very unpopular decision as the fans begin to throw their drinks and food wrappers into the ring. Fleur Elise retains against Dark Starlight Kid. And we close out our broadcast for the evening.